All right, welcome to another episode of the Jump in the Rail podcast here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Reb, coming from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And yeah, that's the wrong one. I was supposed to do a different one.
Yeah, I wondered. I didn't think that was. I thought that was the one we did last week.
Yeah, it is. I'll put the right one up there tomorrow for the shootout. So
okay.
Ugh. I'm kind of grumpy today.
I've noticed. Okay, fine. I'll be nicer to you.
Thank you. I got to get it out of your system because tomorrow you're going to pick on me.
Pretty much. I'll be nice to you
tonight. All right. Well,
is it sad I don't even remember who my Hoots and Judies were?
Well, lucky for you, I have pictures. So
I'm glad you have pictures. I might remember.
Well, before we do that, we got to check your brain though, Minderz.
Oh, geez.
I think I got an easy one for you.
Got an easy one for me.
I think it's going to be easy. Yours killing me.
Well, put the thing back down because I can't hear you. Scratch your ear. Don't be grumpy at me. I didn't do it.
No, I know. Just my ear hurts and pissing me off.
It's been an interesting week. We've got lots of stuff coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we do. A lot of stuff we're talking about tomorrow, but I think we got enough stuff to cobble a show together. We had a discussion on Friday that we have to fix something that we're going to get to a little bit later on. But
well, we got to talk about Roadblock too.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it was partially on while we were on the air last week.
I was watching for the most part while it was on.
I remember. Sure.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get to the usual business here, Minderz. So here we go. All right, it's time for Name That Wrestler. Minderz, you know how this works. I show you a picture, you guess who it is. It's really that simple. This is a black and white picture of an old guy.
Okay.
And he is still alive.
Okay.
And I don't think you're going to have a lot of trouble with this one. But I kind of had to throw it together because I was in a rush. But there we go.
Sergeant Slaughter.
I think this is when he was beautiful Bobby Remus, but yeah, that's Sergeant.
I mean, come on, that jaw.
The chin, yeah. I thought the chin might be a giveaway, but
that's kind of crazy. That was, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the easy one, especially after Bockwinkel last week. Jeez.
Hey, it didn't take you long to get Bockwinkel though.
It took me like 5 hints. You prefaced it with 3. Boo boo, I got it. I got it right off this time. Aren't you proud?
All right. Well, Minderz, let's move on. Let's do Hoots and Judies for this week. And
okay, what are we doing the rundown of? We got Hoots and Judies and Stooge. Then you want to do SCX or you want to do LFG?
Let's do LFG first.
Okay.
But Hoots first.
Well, duh. Yeah.
All right, so let's start with Hoots, and I'll let you go first, Minderz.
I remember. I do remember.
Okay.
I didn't think I did, but I do. Because this was kind of a throw together because there really wasn't anybody that really stood out a whole lot for me. But I'm going to give it to Penta because last night he was kind of on it.
How weird was it watching Raw at 2 p.m?
Really weird. Really weird. Although I will say this, I kind of liked it just because then it freed up my Monday evening.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of what I hoped that it was going to be on Netflix, that they were just going to like do it at whatever time, and then we could just watch it whenever.
Which they kind of do, but then it's on live at normal time.
Right. Yeah, the only problem is it started at 2, so I didn't get to put it on until about I got home, which was around 3.
You
so
know,
I had
you
to go back.
Restart that.
I know, but I like to be in the moment, though. I want to watch it live as it's happening. But I did go back and watch the scene of the thing. But
I caught up with you guys by the time you got to the end.
well, you're probably selective on what you're watching, if you know what I mean.
You're right. The only thing I didn't watch was was just the packages of where they went back and showed everything. That's the only thing I didn't watch. It's up there. Yes, Sean, we know. But yeah, Penta last night was really good. That match with Kaiser was really good. I mean, everybody kind of
that was really
off
good
last night, but
I was wondering if it was a jet lag issue.
it could be that, and then you figure they're used to. It was evening there, but probably to their internal clocks, it's still afternoon. And I'm going to apologize to everybody for sniffling, but my allergies have decided that they do not like me today.
I've been there. Well, Minderz, I am also going to go to Monday Night Raw or Monday Afternoon Raw, I guess, for my hoot. A certain irritating color announcer was not there yesterday, Minderz.
I know. I was so excited, and I was excited to see who was there.
Yep. And who was there was my good hoot of the week, and that is one Corey Graves.
That was so fun.
I didn't realize how much I've missed Corey Graves on Raw.
Oh, I've missed him so much. But that's why I like it. Ooh, crap. Does that mean we have Pat McAfee on NXT?
No, I think he's just doing the.
Okay, good.
I would imagine it's just going to be Vic and Booker doing the thing.
Okay. I was scared for a minute.
I don't know if I can handle Booker and Pat in the same commentary booth.
I don't think I could because I can't.
Vic would hang himself.
Guys, I love Booker, but he drives me crazy on commentary.
I do not enjoy his commentary, but I like Booker though.
Yeah, we'll talk about him a little bit here in just a few.
He was number one on BET's list of 15 best black wrestlers of all time.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
The whole list was kind of a joke though, but
yeah, it really was. But I was okay with.
But Booker was justified.
Yep, it's kind of how we were with our other list, but
except for the one gigantic glaring omission, but we
that.
Yeah. Minderz, let's go Judy's here. So we'll go with our Judy. Do you remember your Judy?
I do. Because I made that in a split decision this afternoon.
Uh-huh.
I'm jumping back to NXT. And our champ, Stephanie Bakur. Bakur, whatever.
Bakur, I think it is.
Bakur. Because that's pretty awesome right there.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, it was a really good match. Although we called it, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
And I'm just going to jump to Sean. I don't know who's going to beat Stephanie.
I think I know who will for North American.
Yeah, but I don't know about I think she's going to hold that main title.
I think she's going to hold the main title for a while, though.
Yeah. But no, I like Stephanie. She got talent.
She does.
And hopefully Julia's not out for too long.
I hope not. I really like her. I hope she's back by WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know.
Yeah, you never know. My Judy Minderz, believe it or not, is coming from AEW.
Really? Oh, wait. I think I know who it might be.
I'm going to show a picture. You got to guess which one of the two is my Judy.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Megan Bayne, but...
You would be right, because I'm glad she's getting the spotlight a little bit.
They haven't ruined her yet.
They haven't ruined her yet. They really tried with that chair business.
Oh, God, they tried.
But I like
And Sean thinks Jada Parker's got the North American.
I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't hate it, but I don't think that's who it's going to be.
Well, remains to be seen. But I like that Megan is getting Tony to really... I think Tony will do a lot to tune her up and polish up a little bit. Hopefully. Plus, the promos will be interesting.
To say the least.
I did enjoy Tony's promo on Wednesday.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I only partly paid attention, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
AEW is rough for me to pay attention.
She said arse, so that got points with me.
Well, you know. Oh, yeah, you did partially watch it, didn't you?
Yeah. Just a skosh.
Sean, we don't know yet. Give us some time.
I am not the one to ask because I have not been watching the show. So that's a Minderz question.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's not going to be BJ.
Nope, won't be BJ. We'll talk about his little ass here in a minute.
All right. Well, let's move on to Stooge of the Week, Minderz. So Mount Stooge more there. Max Caster sitting on your head as usual.
As usual.
It's
all right. Tony's sitting on yours.
Ugh.
I'm okay with Max. And now you're thinking, yeah, maybe I need to move that around.
So, I don't know, maybe I can make some of their heads the O's and take the Stooges out. But, no, I like having the Stooges in there.
Sean, I'm getting there. We'll get there, I promise.
We'll get there. We have Stooge business.
We have Stooge business.
All right, Minderz, I told you somebody had heat with me after Raw yesterday.
Yep.
Did you see why?
Yep.
And it's not.
But I'm going to let you explain.
Okay. Well, my Stooge is our beloved #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Jey Uso.
Flop Uso.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Everybody seemed off, and I've seen Jay hit that dive a million times, and just one time he just happened to he
clipped it.
He clipped it. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm willing to let that slide.
Okay.
Because I mean, depending on if he fixes it and he doesn't do it again.
Okay.
But not wild about the fact that he beat Austin Theory in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about that either. Was it even 30?
It might have been like 18, 10.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
But the reason he pissed me off is because we got the obligatory Gunther run in after the match, and it's to be expected. He tries to put him to sleep and all that, but this time Jay fought him off, which I hoped that they would do because you can't have him get squashed every week.
Right.
And then #1, he committed a clear violation of Minder's law because he touched the belt.
Sure did.
Then he posed with the belt.
Sure did.
And then he dropped the fucking belt on the floor. That's where he got heat with me.
Yeah. Now you say that.
And Gunther looked pissed too.
Oh, yeah. Gunther was pissed because I think he was supposed to toss it to Gunther and Gunther was supposed to catch it. But he didn't do a very good toss.
No, I think he just tried to he wasn't trying to spike it.
I think he just wanted to be a dick.
I think he just wanted to be a dick, yeah. But, so yeah, I was not pleased with that. Now apparently we're getting, is it A-Town Down Under against Jay and a partner of his choosing next week? Yeah,
and it would be awesome if the rumor mills are true, but I doubt it.
I didn't hear the rumor mills for this one.
Oh, you haven't heard the rumor mills? Hold on.
No, I just assumed it'd be Jimmy.
Nope. I gotta find it. Hold on.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to scratch my ear.
Well, there you go. That's who the rumor mills are saying.
Oh. Well, they are in Glasgow.
Uh-huh. Where's it at? Okay, I can't find it.
I got you.
So, hey, I was like, did I hit that? Oops.
No. So, yeah, Jey Uso is our Stooge of the Week this week. Yeah, come on, just respect the belt.
Yeah.
Okay. I want Gunther to win. I mean, I wanted him to win anyway, but
we want Gunther to win. We don't want Jay to win, but I don't think we're going to get our wish, but
it depends.
We shall see.
Yep.
We'll see as it gets closer.
Yeah. All right. Minderz, you watched LFG Sunday.
Well, I watched it this morning.
Well, you watched Sunday's LFG sometime.
Yep. CM Punk was their guest this week. And he volunteered because he explained to him how, cutting a promo, it's like dropping a pipe bomb. So, blah, blah, blah. So they opened it up for everybody to come up and drop a promo. The more I see that Jasper Troy, the more I like him. He's the big black guy with the dreads, and I really like him a lot. he cut a really good promo. Tatiana from Bubba's team, or Tatiana from Bubba's team, she cut a really good promo. Lee cut a promo, and Punk really liked her. Not all of them did. Cutler James, he cut a promo. It was meh. And then in walks our good old buddy, frickin' BJ.
Mm-hmm.
And Bubba didn't care that he actually called Bubba a douche. But he keeps
Bubba's
saying,
probably been called worse to his face.
well, he called it to him to his face because he cut his own pipe bomb promo right in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And how none of his teammates checked on him, and how he understood now why Bubba doesn't shake anybody's hand, and blah, 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 blah.
He thinks he understands things.
Yeah, he thinks
That's
he
cute.
understands things. He cut one hell of a promo. It actually was a really good promo. But like Bubba said, wrong time, wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he left. And so I think maybe he's gone now. I mean, he hurt his shoulder, so...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need
Can
to
we
switch
hope?
back. Nah. I hope... There's part of me that hopes he's gone. There's another part of me that hopes he isn't gone, because it's kind of the comic relief. Like, you can't help but be like, you dumb idiot, the entire time you watch it, whenever he's out there.
I think that enough watching politics. I don't need to think that watching wrestling.
That's true. Tyra Steele. Tyra May Steele.
Tyra May, yeah.
Steele. She cut a decent promo. One thing to notice, none of Mickey's team got up and cut a promo. Even Jasper Troy called out Chris Island. And he didn't even get up and cut a promo.
I would bet that would be noticed.
Matches this week were Chris Island and Jasper Troy. Shiloh versus Cutler. And Tyra versus Danny. And Tatiana versus Lee again. But they switched. This time Tatiana was the heel and Lee was the face. Tyra was the heel. Danny was the face. Shiloh was the heel. Cutler was the face. And Troy was the heel. And Chris Island was the face.
Okay.
Couple things I really noticed. Jasper Troy did really good, except there was one part where they were working his ankle. And then he forgot to sell the ankle. He did a kip up. Like, you dumbass. It irritated me.
He's still green.
He's still green.
I'm sure they told him, though.
Oh, yeah. They sure did.
Whose team is he on?
Jasper? Booker's.
Yeah. Okay.
He's on Booker's. Chris Island's on Mickey. Jasper's on Booker's.
Okay.
Then we had Shiloh and Cutler. Cutler's on Bubba. Shiloh's on Takers. Okay, Shiloh did something brilliant. And there was only one thing that I didn't like about it. So Shiloh is the one that got KO'd a few weeks ago by Chris Island.
Yeah.
He just got knocked the hell out. At one point, Cutler came out of the corner and he hit Shiloh with a really stiff uppercut. Like a right here.
Forearm shiver.
Yeah. And he went down again. Just dropped. And everybody thought, oh shit, he got KO'd again. He came back too soon. Oh, shit was playing possum.
Nice.
He popped. He sat there and let it sell for a minute. And then he got up and he clotheslined freaking Cutler. It was great.
Awesome. Did he pop the coaches?
He did. He popped the coaches. The only thing I wish he would have done is that when he clotheslined Cutler, he was facing Cutler. Cutler was looking at him. So I kind of wish he would have hit him from behind.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the only thing. That was one of the things that I noticed that would have made a difference to me.
Okay.
Cutler did end up winning, but it is what it is.
Very nice.
Tyra and Danny. My jury is still out on Tyra May Steele. I have to decide if I really like her or not. She did some pretty decent heel work here where she just beat the shit out of the cheerleader. but I don't know. It still wasn't quite it, if you get what I mean. There's something missing.
Okay.
It's kind of like Lyra.
Yeah.
Like Lyra's good, but there's something missing.
Yeah.
Then Tatiana versus Leah. This was a callback from 2 weeks ago. This is the best I've seen Tatiana in the ring. But they got in their heads too much, and they were having a really bad night. So that is what it is. I'm not 100% sure who all got points. I can tell you what teams got points, but my feed cut out at the end.
Your DVR froze.
I know it did. But I will say we still have the same. Booker has 4, Mickey has 2, Taker has 2, and Bubba has 0.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What do they have against Bubba?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
All right.
So there's your LFG update. As far as who I think's going to win, I don't know yet. There's still a few more weeks left. I need to see a little more. I know who seems to be getting the push, but I'm not sure I'm on board. How's that?
Who's that?
Tyra's 1. And I'm not sure I'm on board with that one. Now, they were really talking very highly of Jasper Troy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I can get behind that one. But the Tyra one, I wish some of the other big girls would get a chance.
Is Tyra the one that was dressed like a butcher?
No, that's Bailey. Okay. Tyra's the Olympic one.
Okay. I got to watch like 10 minutes of an episode of that on Friday when we were over at the Council of Hoops.
Oh yeah, because I had the guys watch the faction episode. But there you go. There's your LFG update for this week.
All right. I think that'll do me there. Hey, do we have any updates for the Squirt Circle Expo?
We do, and I don't know why my phone didn't stay where I left it.
Since I pested.
But at least now I know where I need to be at. So there it is. So on Wednesday last week, they announced we're getting our ECW guys, Reb.
Uh-huh.
We've got the Blue Meanie coming.
Woo.
I'm excited.
Uh-huh.
Although I popped for the next one.
Uh-huh.
Because let's see. How do I want to go about doing this?
Are you trying to think of a limerick?
Yeah, and it's not working out for me. So I'm just
going to force it.
I ain't going to force it. So we got Joel Gertner coming to the expo. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
Yep, they're coming courtesy of our friend Toby Hope and Hope Promotions.
And then the big one they announced this week.
Yep, I think they announced their headliner.
Yep, I believe. Well, but he's only there one night.
That's true. He announced a headliner.
Will Ospreay is going to be there on Friday only.
Cool. I think he'll be probably the biggest line Friday.
And I'm contemplating standing in it. Although I really want JR, and I really want JR though.
JR and Thunder Rosa are first on my list for the Friday people, but maybe
you only want Thunder Rosa because of
I need to get her some hat.
Yeah,
but I mean, I could always give that because Stacy wants to meet Thunder too. I could always give my hat to Stacy and have her do it while I get in the Ospreay line. We'll have one of you stand in the Ospreay line, one of you stand in Thunder Rosa line. Mm-hmm. Depending on which one's longer, we shall see. They've also announced photo ops. We've got the Hurt Syndicate, Bret Hart. I think they announced Joe Hendry, didn't they?
They said they were slated to go on sale, but then they never put them up.
Not yet, anyway.
Let's see. They announced some more matches for the SCX Rumble, which is the show on Saturday.
And they also announced Nick Nemeth will only be there on Friday, so they're vacating the SCX Championship.
Correct. So they're going to be having a Rumble on Sunday night, which should be fun.
I hope Tommy Rich is in it.
He's not going to be there. I kind of doubt it.
Well, they haven't announced him yet.
You're holding out hope, aren't you?
Holding out hope.
So far they've announced the newest Rockers, which are the champions, with going against the Headbangers.
Nice.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. versus Lord Crew.
That's going to be fun.
That one's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one a lot. The Country Gentlemen versus the Soul Shooters.
Okay.
Then we have a triple threat for the SCX Prime Championship. The one that Ben Bishop holds.
Right.
So Big Trouble Ben Bishop versus Brian Myers versus our buddy Jack Vaughn.
Nice. Nice slap.
Nice slap. Then we've got a women's championship match, which is going to be Freya the Slaya as the champion, going against Missa Kate, Marty Bell, and Allison Kay.
Okay.
And then our buddy, a couple of our buddies are in this match. I'm not sure which team I'm going to root for on this one, in all honesty. We've got another tag team match, NWA tag team match. We got Jeremiah Plunkett and Alex Taylor going against Crazy Steve and Matt Taylor.
I think I'm inclined to pull for Alex and Plunkett.
I mean, is Plunkett still the champ?
As far as I know.
Okay. Then I saw this one, which is Tom, right? Tom Latimer.
Tom Latimer
versus Heath. He's got kids.
Uh-huh.
And
that one's for the World Championship, right?
NWA's World Heavyweight Championship, yes. And then for the NWA World Television Championship, we've got Carson Drake, the champion, little prick from Ohio, going against Enzo.
And I bet he's going to want to talk.
Probably. I did notice they did put up a few people that are going to be... Oh, they did put up the Will Ospreay photo ops.
Oh.
There's only 44 left. That was as of 2 days ago. Whoops.
I think I would probably just be inclined to do the table for Will.
Yeah. We got, so far for Circle City Rumble, they've announced Hooks. Ari Alexander.
Not Hook.
Hooks.
Yeah.
I said Hooks.
I know. I'm just making sure the people understand.
Crash Jackson. I'm so excited. My buddy Dalton McKenzie's going to be in this, and I'm super stoked about that. He's one of my Ohio boys I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Okay.
Matt Mig Cardona. Is it Joe Hennig?
Joe Hennig, yeah.
Former Curtis Axel.
Right. You know, if he can repeat his performance from the Royal Rumble, then...
Yeah, he's golden.
He could win the Circle City Rumble and the Royal Rumble at the same time.
Really? He could. And then our buddy Jay Goldman.
Jay Goldman. So it seems like it's a two-horse race, in my opinion, for who's going to win the championship in this. And you
keep saying one, and I keep telling you to shut your face.
Now, they haven't said if anybody in any of the other matches are also going to be in the Rumble. Like full double duty.
Correct.
So we could conceivably get Jack Vaughn as the Squared Circle Expo champion.
We could. We very well could. You're holding out for Tommy Rich, aren't you? Let's see. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up to Squared Circle Expo 2 days ago. Speaking of things that are selling fast, as of this posting, we only have 15 seats left for the Circle City Rumble. Happening on Saturday. 15 seats.
Wow.
15. So there's that.
Yeah. It's very exciting because it's coming up, and it'll be here before we know it.
In a month, basically.
Yeah.
5 weeks.
But who's counting?
Not me. I'm not saving all my quarters and dimes and pennies and nickels and all that fun stuff.
Yes. All right. Well, Minderz, let's move on a little bit. We got to talk a little bit of stuff that we've seen on the television.
There's stuff we've seen on television.
So let's start off. Like I said, I was watching NXT last week during the show, but you hadn't seen it yet, so you've gotten to watch it now.
I have watched
Your
it on Wednesday.
your opinion of the show. I mean, I really, really, really liked that Musoba Femi match.
Oh, I did too. The whole show was really good. I was really impressed with the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have the whole card?
Not in front of me. I know we had Fraxium with the Hardys.
Right. Which I was really pulling for Fraxium. But of course, they had a miscommunication. You know how that goes.
Uh-huh. Yep, Axiom drop kicked the crap out of Nathan Frazier.
Sure did.
Jordan Grace versus Roxanne Perez.
That was really good. That was a good one too. Mm-hmm. Although I was still surprised Cora didn't come out, but
yeah. She was busy focusing on her match for the next 2 nights after that when she wrestled Masha on the pay-per-view.
Oh, crap. I forgot to watch that.
That's all right. I got results, so we can at least go through that.
Okay.
Oba and Moose went on third.
So good. No, they didn't go on third.
Yeah, they went on before the 2 main events.
I thought that wasn't considered one of the main events?
Well, it didn't go on last.
Well, I know it didn't go on last.
No, because it was title match, then street fight, then women's
match.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe Oba didn't want to get any on him, so...
He didn't want to get any on him. Because I'll tell you what, yeah, that was the match everybody was waiting for, and it did not disappoint.
No, not at all. I'm not used to see a Moose get thrown out like that.
No, not at all. That was definitely a holy shit moment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have made Oba my hoot. Oh, well.
I thought Oba was going to be my hoot until... technically until Friday, because I did watch Maple Leaf Pro this weekend, and I almost went with somebody from there for my hoot until I saw Corey on Raw.
Gotcha.
All right, let's talk street fight, Minderz. Ethan Page and Javion Evans.
I'm glad Javon won. Didn't he? Yeah, he won.
Yeah. Then he got his ass kicked by the Jabroni squad that I don't think they have a name yet.
Yeah. Although that chair shot, holy crap.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's what we knew it was coming. We knew something was coming like that.
So true.
That it didn't bother me. It was a street fight, so
yeah, it was for what it was pretty darn good.
Yup. Then we had the ladies match.
Then we got the main event, the Stephanie Vaquer versus Julia match, and like I said, I really enjoyed this one.
I did too. I'm telling you, NXT has the best women's division right now.
I agree.
Everybody there is just so good.
NXT followed closely by TNA, I think.
Yeah. Because there's too many gaps when you get up to AEW and WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like main roster WWE, Raw, SmackDown type stuff.
I got you, yeah. But yeah, so now we got Stand and Deliver coming up on Mania weekend. So we're starting to build to that. I don't know what was announced for tonight on NXT. But I imagine they're going to start building some of that business. But
hold on. Let me see if I can find out. NXT tonight. Oh, Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe go underground.
Oh, there you go.
That's tonight. Chelsea Green is going to be back. She's defending against Sol Ruca.
Madam President.
And Ricky Saints dukes it out with Rich Holland.
Oh, he's going to get punched in the face a lot.
And the D'Angelo family takes on the Culling.
Is that Sean Spears' group?
Yep. All right. Well, there you go. There's your NXT for tonight.
All right. Well, let's run down what happened on Sacrifice for TNA.
That one's on you.
Yeah, I got it right here. So just running down results on the countdown show, we had AJ Francis and Casey Navarro going
No
over,
one cares.
but they beat Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. in a tag match.
Didn't I just watch something with Octagon Jr.?
No, you watched up to with Pentagon and Vampiro. No, Octagon was on Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
How fun was that, by the way?
That was a blast. If you get a chance, go to our Patreon. It's on the $5 tier, but check it out. Kid Riot messaged us, and we did a little watch along with Triple A's When Worlds Collide.
Yes, 1994.
It was really good.
Yeah. All right, keeping
lots of flippy shit. Lots of flippy shit.
But it's Lucas, so we know what we were getting. But like I said, it did have maybe my favorite tag team match of all time.
That was a really good tag team match.
Yes. All right. Sacrifice main show. There was a street fight. Mance Warner versus Sammy Callahan.
Oh boy.
A lot of fuckery in this one. A lot of weapons.
Oh, I bet.
Staple guns. All kinds of stuff.
Sammy and Mance. Yeah, I would expect it.
Manser got the win with an assist from Steph Delander. I don't want a Seth Rogen movie flyer popping up on this. I get a lot of ads pop up in the middle of this. But so Manser won. Tessa Blanchard versus Li Ying Li, which was Xia Li, for those that remember her from NXT.
Man, I saw the picture of some of the signs they had for Little Miss Tessa.
Yeah, they do not care for Tessa.
They don't like Tessa.
And not for nothing. That picture, Tessa looked nuts.
She did. She did.
But Tessa got the win over Lee. Not a big shock there. 11-minute match. So, all right. We have a 6-man.
They're pushing Tessa, and I'm waiting for when that bottom falls out.
Yeah, they might start pushing back, but you never know. For all I know, maybe she's straightened things out with the locker room. Who knows?
She hasn't straightened things out with the fans.
No, but the fans are a tough nut to crack, though.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, just ask Cena.
No shit.
So, 6-man
we'll talk
tag.
about that here in a minute.
Yes. So we have 6-man tag, Lucha Rules, Trey Miguel, Zachary Winston, Ace Austin against Wesley, Tyson DuPont, and I always mispronounce this, Tariq Igwe from NXT.
That works, yeah.
Kind of what you expect, very fast-paced.
I'm curious how much the big men jumped around. Because those two guys with Wesley aren't little guys.
No, but they're fast, though.
They are fast, but they're not little guys.
From what I understand, they were doing a lot of the popping up people into double teams.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. Wesley's actually took the pin.
You have me waited with bated breath.
The Rascals and Ace got the win.
Nice.
Apparently, West took the pin, so I would have thought it'd be one of the other guys.
Anybody know?
Vince.
Seems fitting.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep.
Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Macklin.
Ooh, please tell me Macklin won.
Macklin won.
Woohoo!
Eric Young hit Kazarian with some brass knuckles for the assist.
Okay. So Eric and Macklin are back together again?
At very least, EY and Kaz are feuding.
Ah, gotcha.
I still have to go back and watch the whole show, but...
so your enemy is my enemy type stuff. Gotcha.
Pretty much. Knockouts World Tag Team Championship, Danny Luna and Jody Threat, Spitfire versus Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance, and the Personal Concierge. So apparently this was a 3-on-2 match.
Okay.
But our buddy Heather Reckless is a champ now, Minderz.
I heard that.
So Heather and Ash are tag team champions, and then it sounds like Jakarta Jackson and Lash Legend came out and stared them down after the match was over.
Okay. I really don't like those two.
Who, Jakarta and Lash?
Yeah. I don't know what it is about them. I'm not a fan. Can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Mustafa Ali versus Mike Santana.
How'd that go?
Everything
Because
I've
that
heard
was a
about
blood
this,
feud, kind of.
it's I don't know if it's a blood feud, but it has been pretty personal.
It has been, because I know he showed up at one of Santana's meetings.
Yeah, that's
Notice I just left it at meetings.
Ali got the win.
Okay, I don't like that.
There was some fuckery because Ali's entourage was out there, the Good Hands and Tasha Steeles. And
of course,
Tasha slapped the crap out of Santana, it sounds like. Then Ali used the ropes and pinned him. So,
yeah, that's not over.
no, not a chance. Knockouts World Championship match, Masha Slamovich defending against Cora Jade.
I'm going to assume Masha won.
Masha did win. Sounds like it was pretty back and forth. Cora jumped her before the bell, so it got a little crazy. Cora needs to be careful because Masha don't mind getting dirty.
No, she don't.
No. But it sounds like it was a pretty good back and forth. A lot of strikes, which again, maybe not the best idea for Cora to get into a striking contest with Masha.
Yeah, probably not.
All right. X Division Championship ladder match, Moose versus Jeff Hardy. I mean, if I've seen one Jeff Hardy ladder match, I've seen them all.
Exactly. Why? Is Jeff content on dying in the ring?
I wonder. Whatever he does, he didn't win the belt though. Moose won the ladder match. You got an assist from Alicia Edwards with the kendo stick.
Okay.
And that was all the help that Moose got because the rest of his team was getting ready for the main event.
Alrighty.
All right. And the main event, it was the next thing on here. Steel Cage 10-man tag team match.
10-man? Holy shit. Okay.
I think this is like basically a War Games match. But
a tornado match?
Well, War Games match without the name. But, okay, so here's the teams, Minderz. You got Joe Hendry.
Okay.
Matt Hardy.
Ugh, okay.
Elijah.
Okay.
Leon Slater.
Okay.
And Nick Nemeth, who just came back from a suspension.
Okay.
Taking on Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, JDC, who's Fandango, for those that don't know.
Right.
And then Eddie and Orlando Colon.
Oh, the Colons.
The Colon, Minderz, be nice.
Hey, you said I had to be nice to you. You didn't say I had to be nice to all the wrestlers.
That's true. So the match, it sounds like it is what it was. The baby faces won. But
I'm assuming Joe pinned whoever.
It was Matt got the win.
Okay.
on Fandango.
Okay.
But then after the match was over, Ryan Nemeth came out and he and Nick locked Matt in the cage and beat the crap out of him.
All right.
So it looks like we're getting the Nemeth against the Hardys.
Joy.
And Nick is a heel, which I'm all for because
Ziggler's
always been such a good heel.
I would say I like heel Ziggler better than I like face Ziggler.
Yes. Are you cold?
I'm freezing.
It's 67 degrees out.
I'm freezing.
Hi, freezing. I got a cat that's trying to find someplace to go, but there is no room on this desk for her to make an appearance.
You say it's that warm out, but you don't have the wind blowing either.
That's true. I have the windows closed because otherwise I'd be messing with my backdrop and all that business. All right. So should we just get into Raw?
May as well. I mean, we did watch SmackDown.
So you confused the hell out of me because I didn't see the Cena segment until later. So you said something about you got broke up with and didn't know it.
Yeah, I got broke up with and I didn't even know it. I didn't know I was in a relationship.
What did you think of the Cena promo?
Okay, the crowd annoyed the piss out of me.
Yeah, too much.
But
I feel like this would have gotten more heat if they would have done it last week at the Garden. Or Philly.
That didn't work for Cena.
No. Well, I think he's filming a movie in Europe, so that's why he's doing the European tour.
Exactly. But I also get why the crowd was so into it because, I mean, come on.
They'd never seen him
They,
before.
they don't get Cena there very often.
Well, this was the first TV ever done in Brussels.
Right. So other than the crowd, though, the promo was awesome.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Although there was a few times where Cena stumbled over his words, and all
But
I could think
that
of
makes it.
was, all I could think of, though, was, it's a promo, kid. Can you cut it?
But here's the, if you're going to stumble over your words if you're talking normally, so I'd never have a problem with that really with cutting promos.
And
So
then Cody coming out and telling him that if he doesn't find the original John Cena, then he's gonna go looking for him at WrestleMania.
I love the fact that Cena came out mega heat, talking shit and all this stuff, and then by the end of the promo, the fans went from booing him to like questioning themselves if it was their fault.
Right? Like I said, he
was,
broke up with everybody, and none of us knew we were in a relationship.
Right. I was a little at first. I thought I wasn't going to like it when he came out because he came out with the music and the same look and everything. But then he made it make sense in the promo.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You don't get new stuff because you don't deserve it."
Yep.
So I was like, "Okay, I'm good with it then." Because I originally thought he was going to come out like wearing a suit, no music, just stone faced. But
actually, I thought he was going to come back out as when he was Thug Cena.
No, I didn't think so because that's going to get too many. That's going to get a pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was picking on the kids at ringside.
Did you see the kids' faces? They were all so heartbroken.
Yeah. Well, then there's just somebody posted a picture of their kid here watching at home.
Are you Nope. I was double checking to make sure it wasn't Lincoln. I could see Lincoln doing that.
That's not Lincoln. But no, he has made no friends. He shamed everybody that buys his merch. But
that was when I was kind of excited. I never did buy his merch.
But this is a perfect way to keep selling merch because now the fans are going to buy his merchandise just to piss him off.
Right. Which isn't pissing him off, but okay.
No. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the back and forth with Cody. The only thing I didn't like, I mean, the fans seem bound and determined to get themselves over at any given moment on that show.
But you got to give them a break.
But yeah, I mean, they were having fun. I'm not going to criticize people having fun, but come on, just.
Well, they were having fun, and with it being the first, and it was the first televised, so of course they're going to try to get themselves over. Come on now.
It's one of my pet peeves, but anyway.
I know it is. I know, they even
sang
your goodbye
song. Boo, Belgium, boo.
Or careful, do we have listeners there? Stop it.
But or as Penta called it, Brussels.
Yeah, Brussels.
We got your favorite kind of made an ass of herself yesterday. Rhea Ripley. I'm not liking this Rhea. I don't like whiny Rhea.
I want to see more.
I've almost seen enough.
I want to see more. I want to see where they're going with. I mean, they're making it a triple threat. We've already said that. We know this.
Yeah, but they could have done it better. Instead of making Rhea seem like a child. And Pierce said so. He said you're acting like it's like talking to a child.
Yep.
Yes, I can. You can. Yes, I can. I didn't need that. That's stupid.
Bianca and Io were the table, though. I think that table was supposed to break. I think they had a few table spots that didn't quite work the way they were supposed to.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to Braun and Finn on the announce table yet.
Good Lord.
They tried to sun Io again.
Yeah, that didn't work so hot, did it?
No.
We didn't talk about the Penta Kaiser match.
Not yet. No, that was a hell of a match.
That was so good.
Kaiser is gradually becoming my favorite guy on Raw.
Other than European Trust is what it is. I kind of can't stand him, but I can't stand him, but I enjoy watching him. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. It's like Trust.
Exactly.
I know you mistrust.
kind of do. I miss picking on him.
Uh-huh. Then I'm trying to think what else. Well, the main event, Breaker and Balor. I was kind of pulling for Balor. They say
Oh, I
Patrick
wasn't.
Day, he's Irish. It made perfect sense. But
I wasn't.
it seems like they're kind of inching their way to maybe Dominic usurping Finn's position and Finn going babyface.
That's what I'm kind of gathering. But okay, so did you happen to catch when Dominic was talking in the hall with Karrion Kross?
No, I missed that part.
Yeah. Dominic was in the, like, it was just as, it was while maybe Jay was going to the ring, I think, maybe.
Oh, they were in the background just...
Yeah, they were in the background. You could see them talking to each other. And it was before Dominic came to the clubhouse and suggested Penta.
Penta, yeah. I like Kross. He's very much that devil on your shoulder character.
He's growing on me. He's growing on me.
Him and AJ.
Yeah. And Kross is still having the same hairstyle as the person that he's talking to, which is hilarious.
Yes. Also, kind of cool. Kross, I guess, is working a benefit show for Chris Bay coming up.
Oh, nice.
So
good. All right, fine, Kross.
It's
cool. I hate you, but I can't.
it's cool. Triple H lets these guys do these side gigs.
Well, I mean, Chris Bay's TNA, so that makes sense.
Yeah. And Minderz, I almost gave honorary hoot status to somebody here. I'm going to throw it up because this is from Raw. Let this kid. Kid sold like a champ.
He did.
He ain't selling it. He ain't selling. Who am I kidding?
No. That poor guy.
He got waffled in Belgium. I don't know his name, but he is meme worthy now.
Okay, Barry, I'm not sure what you're saying. No about.
Yeah, I don't know. I did want to mention something, Minderz. Apparently, in a couple of days, there's a show in Outlaw Wrestling in Brooklyn, and it's going to be Homicide's last match for at least for a while.
Okay.
So Homicide's taking an extended hiatus from wrestling, if not a permanent one. We're not sure. But I always liked Homicide.
Well, he's been around forever.
Forever, yeah. Probably going on 30 years. If he trained in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
But no, I was always a fan. So it's cool he's going out on this term, going out in Brooklyn, which is, is his hometown and all that. So I just wanted to make sure we mentioned that.
That was a new noise.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that was.
All right. So, Minderz, are you ready to rectify something?
Yes, let's do it. I feel like this show's going to be short this week.
Yeah, well, we're kind of rolling. Where's the time? We're coming up on an hour, so we got this. We got PWI, so.
Oh, it's PWI week?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so.
Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's pay some bills real quick here.
Okay.
All right, so.
I just remembered something we didn't talk about last night.
What's that?
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the American Made Yeah, America Alpha guys.
And we still don't know who the guy is under the mask.
Kiss my ass. It's Chad Gable. I would have gotten a big fight with Corey the other night or last night because he kept saying it wasn't him because he's
I'm
fine.
just saying, the week before, they were both in the same room.
And it's still Chad Gable. Yeah, because you can't get somebody Chad Gable size to just wear the mask while Chad Gable's there. Come on.
Minderz, you've made a compelling argument that it remains to be seen whether it's who you think it is. Anyway, we're moving on.
Okay,
so last week we ran down WWE's list of the 30 greatest heel turns of all time.
And it pissed us off.
It pissed us off to no end.
So it pissed us off enough that we corrected it.
Yeah. All right. So first off, I would like to just go back and remind everybody what WWE's list was.
All right.
Okay. Number 30, Kevin Owens betrays Sami Zayn. And again, they didn't say which time. Uh-oh. Where'd my list go? There it is. Got it. Shinsuke Nakamura turns on AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34.
I'm just gonna let you run through them because we commented on these all last week.
Okay. Number 28, Tatanka sells out. Joins the $1 Million Corporation. 27, Finn Balor attacks Johnny Gargano on NXT. 26, Bayley attacks Becky Lynch. 25, Mark Henry fake retires to turn on John Cena.
25.
24, Lita betrays Kane to join Edge. Let's see. Where did I go? Oh, there you go. Number 23, Sami Zayn saves Kevin Owens a Hell in a Cell from Shane McMahon's flying elbow drop.
How that's heel turn, I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure.
that was a heel turn because Sami was a babyface at the time and Kevin was a heel. That was during the build-up when KO headbutted Vince. Anyway, 22, Ric Flair turns on Sting.
Which time?
Again, yes. 21, Ciampa turns on Gargano. Which time?
Damn good. No, that's
got to be Chicago, right?
It was Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Chicago.
It had to be. Number 20, Matt Hardy turns on Jeff Hardy. Which time?
Which time?
Number 19, CM Punk attacks The Rock on Raw 1000.
Nah.
18, Scott Steiner joins the NWO.
Nah.
17, Trish Stratus turns on Chris Jericho and goes with Christian.
Nah.
Number 16, Eddie Guerrero turns on Rey Mysterio. Again, which time?
Which time?
15.
This one pisses us off.
The Mega Powers explode is number 15. Are you fucking kidding me? I was in a bad enough mood when we started this show today. Just going back over this is pissing me off again. Number 14, Bob Backlund snaps on Bret Hart.
Okay.
Number 13, Shane McMahon turns on The Miz. How the fuck is this better than the Mega Powers?
The amount of your anger cracks me up.
Number 12.
Don't worry, we rectified it. We
did.
rectified it.
Number 12, Paul Bearer turns on The Undertaker.
Which time?
Well, it would be the main time.
Okay.
Number 11, Batista turns on Mysterio.
Okay.
Number 10, Triple H attacks Daniel Bryan, leading to Randy Orton cashing in the Money in the Bank at SummerSlam. See, at least this one, they clearly notated which one it was.
Right?
Number 9, Nikki Bella turns on Brie Bella.
No one cares.
Number 8, Jimmy Uso turns on Jey Uso.
No one cares.
Number 7, Becky Lynch turns on Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam.
Okay, that was fun.
Number 6, Xavier and Kofi turn on Big E.
Bastards.
Number 5, Dominic Mysterio turns on his father, Rey Mysterio.
All right.
Number 4, Shawn Michaels turns on Marty Jannetty.
Awesome.
Number 3, Seth Rollins turns on The Shield. Solid.
Good deal. Solid.
Number 2, Hogan joins the NWO.
Bullshit.
And number 1 was John Cena turns on Cody Rhodes. Now, don't say what's missing. I
won't.
Don't mention the glaring omission because we're getting there.
There's a glaring omission.
There sure is. So with that said, we kept 19 of these 30 Minderz. 11 of them hit the bricks. They were
11 of them we booted.
yes. So our list is basically WWF, WCW, and TNA, and ECW. Pretty much is our
What we pulled
primary
from.
where we
Yeah.
pulled from. So, like I said, the ones that stayed on the list, most of them are not in the same spot they were in.
Nope.
For the most part, 30 to 20, I would say you could put them anywhere in that
Right.
in that list. Once you get to the top 20, then you start nitpicking and having to change things. We put in work. Yes, we did, Bari.
We debated
Council
this
of
for a
Hoots was
good
busy.
hour.
Yes.
For a good hour, we debated this.
Yeah. Well, I know you haven't seen this like the final list yet, but I'm proud of it. I think it's good.
I know which ones we said, so I'm interested to see where they ended up.
Okay. Well, we'll start with number 30, and I went with Lita turning on Kane to join Edge at 30.
That's fine. Yep.
All right. I put Bob Backlund on Bret Hart at 29.
Right.
Trish turning on Jericho at 28.
Yep.
Okay, the first new one on the list, 27, Brock Lesnar turning on Kurt Angle, joining Vince McMahon on SmackDown in 2003.
Yeah.
That's when they did the cage and Brock like passed out, but then he kipped up and beat the crap out of Angle.
You weren't that drunk yet.
He was focused on the game though.
Yeah, he was focused. He might not remember it, but
Yeah.
he was focused.
Yeah. 26, Batista turns on Mysterio.
Okay.
25, this might get me a little bit of heat, Minderz. Paul Bearer turns on Undertaker. I put to 25.
No, that's all right.
They had Mark Henry 25, so
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 24, another new one. Bam Bam Bigelow turning on Taz to rejoin the Triple Threat in ECW.
Hell yeah.
23, Scott Steiner joins the NWO.
Okay.
22 was where I put Becky Lynch turning on Charlotte at SummerSlam.
That was what, 6? No, that was
7.
7.
Oh, 7 on their list, 22 on mine. Number 21, I kept Eddie Guerrero turn on Rey Mysterio, but I got specific, and it is the I'm Your Papi period 2005.
Yes.
When they split the tag team up.
Yep.
Another new one, number 20, Triple H turning on X-Pac at WrestleMania 15.
Yep.
Number 19, Ric Flair turns on Sting. We narrowed it down to Halloween Havoc 95.
Yep.
Number 18, another one, Evolution turns on Randy Orton in 2004.
That was one of mine.
Yes, it was, and it should have been on there.
It should have been.
I mean, technically, it was more of a babyface turn for Orton, but they were. I'm going to allow it.
Yeah.
It made Triple H even more of a heel.
Yes.
All right, number 17, definite heel turn. The Road Warriors turn on Dusty.
Oh yeah.
The old spike in the eye gimmick.
Yep.
Okay, I moved Dominic and Ray down to number 16.
Okay.
Number 15.
5?
It was like 5, yeah. Number 15, Owen Hart kicks the leg out of Bret Hart's leg at the Royal Rumble in 1994.
Kicks the leg out of Bret Hart's leg.
His words.
I know.
Number 14, another new one, and it's kind of one that I'm glad I thought of it because I almost forgot about it. 2004, when Kurt Angle turned on Eddie Guerrero in the build-up to WrestleMania.
Yep.
Especially when he came out when Eddie was handcuffed because he was wrestling Heyman, and then he came out and taped his fist up and just beat the piss out of him.
Yep.
All right, you might get mad at me, Minderz. I've got Ciampa turning on Johnny at 13.
That's fine.
Okay. Number 12, another new one, Barry Windham turning on Lex Luger to join the Four Horsemen.
Yep.
Number 11, this is the only TNA heel turn on the list. Bully Ray joining Aces and Eights.
Oh, yeah.
Got to be on there. So
Yep.
good. That's like a 1.5 year build to that. Number 10, Kevin Owens betrays Sami Zayn. And again, we did narrow this down to a specific one. We used the TakeOver Revolution that we did the watch along on. KO's first night in the company.
Yep.
Number 9, Larry Zbyszko turns on Bruno Sammartino, 1980. Big heat.
Big heat.
Big heat. Bruno was untouchable back then. And all right, I moved Xavier and Kofi turning on Big E down to number 8.
I mean, they're still in the top 10, so
Still top 10,
I'm
yeah.
not complaining.
Right. Number 7, there's where I put Mark Henry in the salmon jacket turning on John Cena.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. Number 6, Barbershop Window, Michaels and Jannetty.
Ooh, 6. You took it out of the top 5.
I took it out of the top 5. Number 5, I've got Cena turning on Cody just for the impact.
Now, see, I think I would have switched those two.
I was really close to doing that. It's like 5 and 5A, really.
There you go.
Number 4, Rollins turning on the Shield.
Okay.
Number 3, I've got the Mega Powers Explode.
Okay.
Number 2, Hogan joins the NWO.
Yeah.
And if you noticed, I think that's the only one that stayed at the same number it was at, number 2. And our number 1 is...
No, you said that was Mega Powers?
Mega Powers is 3. Hogan and the NWO is
Oh,
number
yeah, that
2.
was the only one. Okay.
But as you know, Cena and Rhodes was the number 1. It's down at number 5. So we have a brand spanking new number 1, Minderz.
We do.
And hang on. In the how the fuck do you miss this the first time category, Minderz, Giant turning on Hulk Hogan in 1987. How do you miss that?
Yeah, I don't know how you missed that one. Because all of us, even when we ran down it with AJ, because he was working the day that we did it and didn't hear it. And he was like, "Where's Andre and Hogan?" We're like, "Exactly."
Hey, we ran this down with Kid Riot during the watch along, and he asked where was Andre and Hogan.
Everybody's been asking where was Andre and Hogan. Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Dope.
Oh my goodness.
That was like the biggest heel turn of our generation. Come on.
Oh man, I was 5 years old when that happened, and
What year was it? 87?
Like February of 87.
So I was 6. Yeah.
And I couldn't fathom the idea of Andre the Giant being a bad guy.
I couldn't either. I thought him and Hogan would be besties forever.
That's back when I actually kind of liked Hogan.
Well, that was also when Hogan was. He was it.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Yep.
But yeah, so definitely the build up to WrestleMania 3 has got to be number 1 on that list.
We fixed it.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. We fixed it.
All right, I feel good now. I feel like we've righted it
Already
along.
just thought of another one.
Oh, Fuji turning on Jim. That was more of a face turn, though.
That was a double turn, wasn't it?
It was a double turn. Demolition turned babyface, Powers of Pain turned heel.
Yeah.
And the Conquistadors were the poor patsies that suffered because of it. I almost, Minderz, put Rick Martel turning on Tito.
I wondered.
It was probably 31. Because then we got a tired and sweaty Martel cutting a promo in a heavy French accent in the back.
Yep.
Strike Force was a team.
A team.
He was a loser. Or whatever. I do a horrible Rick Martel impression.
Yeah, you do.
Hey. All right. Hey, Minderz.
I mean, no, I'm supposed to be nice to you.
Yeah, you said you were going to be nice to me.
I have been nice to you most of the night.
You've been pretty nice so far. All right. Before we get into our last little bit of business, Minderz, remind everybody, come April is Square Circle Expo month.
Yes.
Every week we're going to have somebody on that's going to be involved with the expo. We got Jack Vaughn, Jake Oman, Plunkett, Heather Owens, maybe a couple other surprises in there also. So that'll be the entire month of April, and we are really looking forward to that. So make sure you join us. Why are you giggling?
So I just happened to glance on Facebook because, this is what I do. Benjamin Trust just posted.
Uh-huh.
I just opened a fortune cookie and my fortune was blank on both sides. What does this mean? It means you're a punk and even fortunes don't like you.
No, that is bad luck.
Let's see. We've got, it means get more Chinese food. We've got, you're cooked, bro.
No, as far as I know, an empty fortune cookie is bad luck. Well, that might be if you get a cookie without a fortune in it.
That was me. That happened to me the other day.
Uh-huh.
Somebody put up sounds like the future is not so clear. Maybe it was a Temu fortune cookie. Oh boy.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness. All right.
Sorry, I had to share.
No,
That
it's
made
all
me
good.
chuckle.
All right. Well, Minders, let's dispense with the formalities. We got one more piece of business to get into here. I gotta say, that's a sassy intro.
It really is. See my head over here, head banging?
I did. You were bopping and weaving and all that stuff.
I
Well,
was.
it is time for the Pro Wrestling Illustrated flashback this month, and we're going back, Minders.
How far back we going?
We're going back, I think, before either one of us was in existence.
Ooh.
We're going
Okay.
back 45 years to March of 1980.
No, this is about 9 months before I came along.
It's over a year before me, but yeah, this one it's so old that when I checked the site, like it'll tell me like the month that the issue came out and then what the months were that it was covering. It didn't have any months for what it was covering. It just said when it came out. But we have six categories, Minders. They kind of truncated. They didn't throw all the extra territories in like Florida, Georgia, Portland, all that stuff. They just kept it pretty basic. So let's get into it, starting with our most popular list.
Well, wait, we wouldn't have. I was gonna say this would be. There's no WWE. Was WWE going yet?
Yeah, there was WWF at the time.
Well, WWF, yeah.
But yeah, so we got 3 territories and then 3 like sub categories.
Subgenres. Okay, let's go.
Let's start with most popular here. We got Dusty Rhodes at number 1. No big surprise there for 1980.
Nope.
Andre the Giant, number 2.
Another no big surprise.
Polish Power, Ivan Putski, number 3.
Putski.
Or Ivan Paduski, as Jesse Ventura used to call him. Wahoo McDaniel, number 4. No, Minders, that's not the grappler. That's Mr. Wrestling, number 2. Number 5.
Number 2. Okay.
Number 2. My opinion, the superior Mr. Wrestling. Mr. Wrestling 1 was great, but number 2 was so good. I'm going to let you guess who that is at number 6, Minders.
Why is it going to be such a little picture?
I got to work with what I got.
I know. I can't make it any bigger. I don't know. Who is it?
That is Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, rocking the
Okay, I see
stash.
it now. Oh, shut up, Scott. Smart ass.
Well, I think the mustache threw you.
It did. Because once I got up closer and you said that, I was like, oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Steamboat was number 6. Number 7 is Jack Briscoe. Number 8 is Mike Graham from Florida, Eddie Graham's son.
Okay.
Number 9, Tommy Rich.
There he is.
There he is. And then number 10.
That's why you've been so high on Tommy Rich tonight.
A little bit. And then number 10 is superstar Bill Dundee from Memphis.
Gotcha.
Sir William, for you Steven Regal fans from WCW.
There you go.
All right. So we had most popular. It means we got to have most hated.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Number 1.
None of these surprise me already.
No. Number 1, Terry Funk.
Yep.
Number 2 is Jimmy Snuka.
Wow, he looks like a baby.
This is when he was at his heeliest, when he had the beard, and I think he was still wrestling in boots. Ken Patera, number 3.
Uh-huh.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, number 4. Pat Patterson, number 5. Then Killer Carl Cox is number 6 down there. The Big Cat, Ernie Ladd, number 7. Rather fight a man than make a love to a woman, he would say.
Yeah.
Until Bundy, you're stealing from me. And I'm going to stop because I don't want to offend anybody.
Okay.
Number 8, Handsome Harley Race.
Yes.
Number 9 is Super Destroyer Mark II, who Minderz you may recognize from the Name That Wrestler segment earlier on the show.
Yes.
And then number 10 is Dory Funk Jr.
Alrighty.
I like using this issue, the 1980 issue, because we're not getting a lot of the same guys we usually get.
Right.
All right. And just because I know you're wondering, Minderz, we do have a tag team list.
Of course we do.
All right. So number 1, you can only see so well with the time.
We can only see well, but everybody else can probably see it fine.
Tito Santana and Ivan Putski, number 1. They were the WWF Tag Team Champions. Then Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood, number 2.
That looks like Ricky.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Mad Dog Vachon and Vern Gagne, number 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I am busy. We're almost done.
The producer's telling us it's time to wrap it up.
I think she's hungry. Number 4 is Mike Graham and Ray Stevens, the Crippler.
Okay.
Number 5 is the Wild Samoans, off in Sika.
Aw.
Number
It
6.
kind of makes me sad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Number 6 is the Valiant Brothers. This not Jimmy though, not the Boogie Woogie Man. This is Johnny and Jerry Valiant.
Okay.
Stan Hansen and Tommy Rich, number 7.
There you go.
Then Mr. Hito and Mr. Sakurada from Japan.
That's got to be New Japan, or it's got to be Japan.
Japan somewhere. David and Kevin Von Erich, number 9.
Yep. I recognize them.
Then Bobo Brazil and Sweet Brown Sugar, number 10.
Aw.
I had to kind of piecemeal Bobo and Sugar together because I couldn't find any pictures of them actually teaming up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's our 3 subcategories. Let's get into the promotions, the territories, which is starting with the WWF. And to show how old this is, I use the old logo, not the golden era. This is like, all right. So number 1, we got Bob Backlund, the champ. Naturally. Bobby Duncombe, number 2.
Okay.
Ken Patera, number 3. Pat Patterson, 4. Greg Valentine, 5. Putski, 6. Swede Hansen, you may know him as Bane from one of those damn Batman movies. At number 7. Ted DiBiase, number 8. Look at that fresh face, that little bastard there.
That little baby.
Chief J Strongbow, number 9. And then the great Hussein Arab, number 10, Minderz. You recognize him?
Nope.
Take a closer look. That's Shiki.
Shiki, baby?
Before he was Iron Sheik, he was Hussein Arab.
Huh. I think I knew that, actually. My brain's like kind of mush. I'm on a lot of meds. I'm on a lot of meds.
All right. Well, let's move on to the AWA.
Look at that ugly mug.
Which one? There aren't a lot of beauty queens on this list.
Rashawn. He's so
I'll tell you,
ugly.
when I first put this picture on there, I had to crop it because when I put on the picture was so big, it was just a picture of his eye in that square.
Oh, good Lord.
It was off-putting. But yeah, so number 1, Nick Bockwinkel, AWA champion, of course.
Right.
Bad Dog Vachon, number 2. Then Greg Gagne, number 3. Billy Robinson, number 4. The Shooter, trained Shayna Baszler, for those that don't know. Then Vern Gagne, number 5. The aforementioned Super Destroyer Mark II, number 6. Jerry the King Lawler, number 7.
Look at the king.
Yep. Superstar Bill Dundee, number 8. Larry the Axe Hennig, number 9.
That's Kurt's grandpa, right?
No, that's Kurt's dad. That's Joe Hennig's grandpa.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. And then Steve Olsenowski, who I never heard of before. This is number 10. I guess Hogan wasn't working there yet.
Not yet.
All right. And then the last one we've got our NWA list. Starting with Handsome Harley, number 1, because he was the world champ. Dusty Rhodes, number 2. Snuka, number 3. Manny Fernandez, number 4. It says it says Macho Manny on his shirt. It's just you can't see the whole thing. Mr. Wrestling 2, number 5. Tommy Rich, number 6. Ric Flair, number 7. And just to put it in perspective, Minderz, this is about a year and a half before Rick won his first world championship.
Okay. He really doesn't look any different.
No, well, this might not be from 1980, but I tried to find an old picture.
Still.
Yeah. Jim Brunzell, number 8.
Aw, Brody.
Yeah. Bruiser Brody, number 9. And then Captain Redneck, Dick Murdoch, number 10.
It's a good list.
It is.
I like that list.
It is a good list. I'll go full territory wrestling with all those people. I kind of wish there was a Mid-South list because I want to see where Buck Robley was. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, Minderz, tomorrow, why don't you tell everybody what we got coming up on the Shootout tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the Prodigy Project going on at Sliders this weekend on Sunday. Benefit show. Proceeds go to the St. Jude Children's Network. So Reb's good friend, the one Prodigy, CMC, will be with us tomorrow.
He promised me he's going to behave himself.
I can't control what he does.
He listens to you.
Him.
What do you think he's going to listen to me?
Like he's going to listen to me. He's going to do what he wants to do.
Don't forget, Friday, 9 a.m. on Audible and Spotify, the next episode of the Extreme F and Review podcast was coming. And next week, I don't know what's going. I think we have another wrestling Gumbo episode next week on JTR because it might be just a little bit of everything.
Because we're poor and there's not enough people to go check out the Patreon.
Yet. It's still new. Do check it out though if you want to. $5 a month, and then JTR Podcast Network is what you look for on there. Then so I think we are good to go. We're getting done in plenty of time. Minderz, you're only missing the first 20 minutes of NXT.
I can't watch NXT till tomorrow.
Gotta work on that.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I know this is kind of a short episode, but we both kind of had a day.
Last week was long, and yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for joining us. Until next time, for Minderz, this is Reb. Remind y'all, life is hard, work stiff. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.